Priyanka, how do you see this entire tussle being played out in the Supreme Court with a 5 p.m. Time given for hearing?
See, we would not have to go to the Supreme Court if the governor would have behaved as per the, or acted as per the chair and the responsibilities that come with the chair. Since past 1.5 years, there are 12 MLCs which were nominated by the government of Maharashtra, haven't got a stamp of approval yet, despite the Supreme Court directing him to do so. But however, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis and some of his MLAs reaching Raj Bhavan late last night has created this kind of a chain of events which has forced us to go to the Supreme Court, simply because Supreme Court decision was sought by the rebel MLAs, where they sought for more time. Not just time, there is a notice which has been given to the Deputy Speaker by the Supreme Court, has been given to the Chief Whip as well as the, the Chief Legislative of our party, and they have to write back to them in 3 days. Until the disqualification process, which has been put on hold, not dismissed, has been put on hold till 11th of July, how can you access the how can you do the floor test? And this is something that Supreme Court had also told us. In case they choose to do this, you can come back to the court.
The governor's called the situation also disturbing in his letter, which are you surprised by it, or is it like...
Honestly, I don't know who's drafted this letter, whether it has come from the governor's office or it has come from the Bharatiya Janata Party office. With total respect to the chair, I might as well say that even governor's responsibilities towards calling a floor test can only happen once he gets an approval from the Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers, they initiate the entire process of the assembly. For him to have unilaterally gone and done this and given his reasons is something that we will challenge in the court. It's illegal, unconstitutional and untenable.
What are the grounds that you're going to give? Will you all specifically focus on the disqualification, or is it about the time that the governor is given, or is it that the entire process should be put on hold because 11th is the date?
See, one is 11th. You don't have a final hearing from the Supreme Court. Step one. Step two, the Supreme Court has issued notices, the response of which is awaited. Step two. Step three, is the governor well within his right to be able to demand for an assembly session and a floor test, a special session which will determine the floor test, without even knowing what the outcome of the Supreme Court hearing would be in terms of the disqualification process? Those are the three processes that we are challenging, and it is something that would have to be answered in the Supreme Court of Law.
Is the mood in the Shiv Sena very low? Because if you see that the BJP is upbeat, the BJP has gone to the governor, the leaders are going to the Raj Bhavan, and they've called the MLAs. So really, do you think that the power is slipping out of Shiv Sena?
No, I don't think so. There's any such mood, or we do not need to react to everything that's coming our way, or for the matter for the Bharatiya Janata Party to celebrate. They celebrated in 2019 too. It turned out to be very short-lived. We are just doing what is constitutionally well within our rights, what is technically well within our rights, what is politically the right way to move forward. And for them to start their celebration, I would say it would be a little premature.
But would you concede that the numbers are not in your favor?
Again, that is something that would be tested on the floor of the House once the Supreme Court has taken a final call. What happens after that is something that would be for all to see. But however, at this point in time, considering the governor, the Supreme Court, various political parties are involved, it should, whatever decision is taken by the Supreme Court, they should keep every single thing in mind.
Eknath Shinde camp is going to the Kamakhya temple. They are going from Guwahati to Panaji, and then from Panaji perhaps to Mumbai.
You know what I find amusing in all of this is, here are those, MLAs who, when getting a disqualification notice for 48 hours to present themselves in Mumbai in 48 hours, went running to the Supreme Court asking for more time, and they've got more time till 11th of July, absolutely have no problem when the floor test has been announced within 24 hours for them to, pack their bags, leave from Assam, spend a night in another 5-star hotel in Goa, and then head back to Mumbai. What does it speak about their commitment as 8 ministers who are sitting there? Commitment to the people of Maharashtra and commitment by the other MLAs. One of them from Kurla, we saw a building collapse in Kurla yesterday. Over 19 people were dead. And he's sitting in Guwahati enjoying the 5-star comforts, and tonight he'll be in Goa enjoying the 5-star luxury of a Goa hotel.
My last question to you is, they're coming to Mumbai tomorrow. Are the Shiv Seniks, any direction given by the party to the Shiv Seniks? Is it a matter of concern that the law and order could deteriorate?
No, that is, there has to be no instruction given to the Shiv Senics. It is, yes, there is a lot of anger, there's a lot of sentiment about having worked so hard to ensure that the party continued to do well and was doing well in the government. Our Chief Minister was amongst the most popular Chief Ministers in the country, and in a very short time, the way he handled COVID, the way he handled the situation in Maharashtra, and there is a palpable anger. But we will take, we will move on to those discussions as and when how things chalk out.
That situation will not arise, na? Ghar aoge to batayenge.
Right now, I cannot even discuss what is going to happen simply because it is something which will be decided in the Supreme Court. But yes, there is a sentiment of anger. There is a sentiment of feeling betrayed, and having been betrayed, Bala Saheb ji, who in his last address to the Shiv Senics had said that after me it would be Uddhav ji and Aditya ji who you all would have to work along with. For them to use Bala Saheb's name, a man who was of words and actions, where his words did not differ from his actions, talking about his Hindutva, which did not teach you to backstab, and also did not teach you to hide away in five-star hotels in another state to talk about Hindutva.